People, so today's video is going to be very valuable. I'm going to teach you the truth about online coaching. There's a lot of gurus and coaches and experts and people that are trying to sell you something on social media and online, and you probably bought their course for 97 bucks or 3 grand or 9 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. And I'm going to teach you the truth of online coaching because they're like, yeah, I'll help you build your offer. I'll help you make money. You can make 20, 30 grand a month and all this stuff. And if you're like me and you want to make money, and you want to have the less risk and make the most amount of profit. So I'll teach you what's the best way to actually make money in today's society with less risk and something that is actual profitable. But I'll teach you the truth about online coaching that most coaches, experts, and people, they just don't actually tell you how it works. Now, there's two ways to go about online coaching. You can either do paid, meaning paid advertising, that you invest money in ads to draw people to your offer, to the program, or whatever you're selling, or you can do organic. And I've done both, and I'm going to teach you the truth of each one of this. So, when it comes to paid, what most people don't tell you is that if you're new to the industry and you have a great program or a great offer and you really have good intentions of helping people and you chose to go this route, first of all, you need to invest some money so you can learn systems in how to do it. Meaning, you got to pay money so you can learn from somebody that's going to teach you how to coach others. And most programs or people out there that are teaching you that information, they're charging about from 3 grand all the way up to 15 grand, to be honest. And I've paid a lot of money. I've paid 3 grand, I've paid 2 grand, I've paid 9 grand for coaches and people that were saying, oh, I'm making 100,000 a month, I'm making 500,000 a month, I'm making 250,000 a month. And they teach all this stuff. And it can get pretty expensive, but that would be your first cost. That would be the initial thing. Because if not, if you're going to do paid advertising, you're going to be investing money in ads that you don't know, even you don't have any systems. So honestly, you're going to go waste a lot of money. So you have to do this. You got to pay an initial investment to learn how to do it. Now, the other thing that most people don't tell you, first, you got to go into debt in order to do this. Now, this, you can call it investment. Most people, either they have a cash to invest something, but most of you guys, I'm pretty sure you don't have cash, 3 grand to 15 grand. So you put it on a credit card, which is honestly the worst thing to do because interest rates are going to kill you. But that's what most people do. Then the other thing that you got to do, you have to have a budget for ads. Now, if you want to be successful when it comes to paid advertising, guys, you got to pay at least like 1 to 3 grand minimum if you're going to start when it comes to online coaching. That's what I've done. And it's good, but this is the initial investments that you got to make. And in order for you to make money, you got to go into debt. You got to pay to play. That's what a lot of people are selling you. But now we're talking about that you're going to be in debt for at least 3, 5, 6, 7 grand. Plus you have to have another credit card for your advertising. And this is without you even selling anything. Now you're just trying your luck. You're just trying to learn and do all this stuff. Now, the problem with this method is that online coaching in the first place is very saturated. There's a lot of people. The reality is that 1% of coaches actually make the money, and the other 99%, they're actually in debt and they're not profitable. So that's a mistake, and the other problem with this is that you do have a learning curve. When people say, oh, in 2 weeks you can make 30, dude, that's not the case. Like those people, they didn't start from scratch. They have done sales before. They had cash in advance. They had something going on. It's not that they started from nothing. Now, I'm just being real with you guys because I don't want you to have a bad experience or go into debt. That this is what happens when it comes to the online coaching. It's very saturated. A lot of people are just selling a bunch of BS just because they're good at sales and they're just trying to make a bag. But this is the reality. It's going to take a lot of you, especially in the beginning, if you want to make money online. If you want to go in the route of paid advertising, you got to learn these systems. And the other problem is that sometimes it can become you can get very burned out because it becomes very salesy. You started with the intention of actually helping people and provide a good product and a good program and actually help someone. But now you became very transactional. Why? Because you've invested a lot of money and you want to get your money back. So instead of thinking of actually providing a service or a quality product and actually a transformation, you're thinking about numbers because, oh, I invested 3 grand, 4 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, and I got to make my money back. So it becomes very transactional and you can actually lose purpose while doing it. Anyways, the second way you can do it, it's organic. Instead of paying advertising and everything, you can just grow your audience in a natural way. Now, the problem with this is that there's two ways you can do it. You can just try to figure out on your own, or there's still a lot of people that is like, buy my course for 10 grand and I'll teach you how to grow your account organic in the next 6 months. You can grow to 1 million followers, 600,000 followers, and I'll sell you how to teach your course. So you can either invest money, go into debt again, cash or credit card, invest that, or just learn by yourself. But this is the reality when it comes to organic content. Now, there's so many strategies that you can learn. There's so many people offering all these courses and stuff to go viral. I've done both. I've mastered ads. I'm pretty good at it, to be honest. I made it profitable, and I've mastered organic in the past like 30 days. I got 7 million views off of videos. Views. I've gone viral multiple times, and I've cracked the code in a lot of things. So I've learned a lot when it comes to organic. Me personally, in the beginning, I think this is better because it's way more natural and you take less risk than this, just so you don't have to go into budget for ads, credit cards, and everything. I think paid advertising is good when you try to scale, but when you already have a foundation. But anyway, you can go organic, as I said. With this one, you gotta play the long term game. It's not that in 1 week you're gonna go viral and go from 0 to 100,000, 1 million followers. It takes time, and it takes time to develop the skill. It takes time to nurture your people, your audience. It takes time for people to build a relationship with you, to like you, to trust you, and it's gonna take more time. With this, it's very just pushing your face kind of a guy, and he's very salesy. I don't really like it as much. I like natural, organic, when you build a relationship with people and people actually trust you. So anyway, I like this way. And as I said, it takes it takes time. So play the long term game. And anyway, as I said, it just takes time for people to believe you, to trust you, to build a relationship. So there are these two ways that you can do it. A lot of people, they're going to sell you in quick, fast, short, easy, simple, basic, and don't believe that because it's harder than you think and it's going to take longer than you think. Now, if you're trying to make money and you want to go the online route, this is what I recommend. I've tried everything. When it comes to the organic, the paid one, guys, I invested 3 grand, then 9 grand. My first month, I made 14 grand. My second month, I made 8 grand. My third month, I made 12 grand again. But this is reality. My highest day, it was, I think, it was a 6K day. But the problem with paid is that I owed, at the time I was in debt in I think I have it here. I was in debt with 7 grand. 7 grand in debt. I was in 7K. So it wasn't very profitable because I had to pay. So the problem with paid advertising, if you just go that route, is that sometimes because you've invested a lot of money, you gotta pay stuff. So maybe you made 3 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand in something you sold, but you're in 7, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 grand in debt, so you gotta pay that off. Now, when it comes to the organic one, you can also do that if you didn't invest money. And what I recommend, and I'm actually gonna take all this stuff out of here, and I'm gonna tell you, if I was starting from the beginning and I want to take the less risk and make it more profitable, I would just focus on sales. And this is what I've learned. I got into sales in person, door to door, and I've been in sales my whole life. I ran a dealership. I was the general manager at the dealership. I've sold cars and stuff. I've done door to door. I've recruited. I've done online sales. I've done every type of sale. And when I got into in-person sales, my first week, my first 6 days, I made 8.5K. This is the cool thing, is that all this was just profit. I had no expense because they paid for my Airbnb and my flight. The only thing I had to pay was for food. So all this was profit. Remember that I told you that I made 6K with ads and paid ads and stuff? Okay, it was in 1 day I made 6K, but I was in like 7 grand in debt. So I had to pay that off. So it wasn't very profitable. And that's the lie that a lot of people in online coaching, they tell you. Is that, yeah, you can make all this money, but they're like, yeah, I make 100K a month. Okay, but how much is that actual profit? That's revenue. That's total gross sales. So how much you've actually made in profit? Maybe they're making like 5 grand a month in profit because they have all these expenses of employees. Dude, in my company, I had at a point I had 9 employees. For content, for email, for digital marketing, for social media, for closers, for setters. I have 2 people in my DMs. I have 2 closers. So I've had good systems, but it was very stressful, to be honest, and I didn't like it as much. So what I would personally recommend is in-person sales, sales in person. Why? Because you're selling somebody else's product. And the cool thing is that it's less risk, all profit. You just gotta learn the skill. You're selling somebody else's product. You don't have to spend all this money in designing the product and trying to sell it and everything and marketing and everything. You just go in person. You learn the skills with people, and it's just less risky. Now, if you guys are in our free school community, I teach in the 20U program that look, this is just your financial vehicle. This is just for you to a way for you to make money. What I'm preaching and everything and people that I work with is that I want you guys to start a company. I want you guys to create something. I want you guys to be a leader. I want you guys to become an entrepreneur because I truly believe God is a creator and we're created at his own image. What does that say about us? That we're creators too. We're here to create. We're not here to always be working for somebody else. So, but for now, this can be a great financial vehicle. So sales in person. Um, Guys, join our free school community. I literally give everything away for free. I don't charge a single thing. There's not a catch. There's only three things that I ask in return. Please apply the information, take notes, invite a friend if you actually got a lot of value, and be active. Because if you're not active, we're gonna kick you out. Because I give everything away for free. Because I'm a true believer that if I give, God is gonna give me and He's gonna take care of me somehow. And I truly believe that. So everything that I used to charge thousands of dollars, and most people charge thousands of dollars, I'm giving to you away for free. So click the link down below, join our free school community, and you're gonna find everything. And there's different opportunities that I found when it comes to the sales in person. It's door to door. You can work with me. I'll literally teach you how to do it. This is high ticket. There's different ways when it comes to a door to door. You can sell alarms, you can sell pest control, you can sell roofing. Roofs. You can sell windows. You can sell solar. What I like of this model and company that I help people to work with is solar cells. Is the pinnacle of door to door because it's the highest item you can sell. You're selling loans and you're actually helping people with the financing and everything, and you get paid around 1.9K in commission after 2 weeks of the deal that was closed if they don't cancel. And we pay for your Airbnb, we pay for your flight and everything if you're good, and I'll train you personally. So you got to qualify, but reach out to me, join the community, and I'll teach you how you can do it. The other thing that we offer too is there's virtual sales. This is a great one that I can teach you how to do it. There's less risk, it's insurance stuff, and they already have the leads. They're warm leads, and I can teach you like how to close them and everything. It's pretty simple. But these are two routes that you guys can take, and these are great financial vehicles for you to have money. And maybe you actually want to get in the online coaching. But what I want for you guys to understand is that you don't have to take all these risks in the beginning and go into so much debt in the beginning. You can have a good financial vehicle, something like this. And maybe if you want to get into the online coaching at some point, now you have, let's say, 40 grand in your bank account, and you can invest that and you can be more smart with your money instead of going into credit cards. That I've done it, dude, and interest rates that are going to kill you. Most credit cards interest rate, they're like more than 25%. And some people, they put all their eggs in the basket when it comes to the online coaching, and they invest all this money because the coaches or gurus and experts in social media, they promise you all these things. But the reality is that it's a saturated market. It's not as easy as they promise it to be, and it takes longer than you actually think. And the results that they promise, guys, that's like less than 1% in the industry. So my recommendation is jumping something that is less risky. You can learn the social skills in person. Door to door is literally the thing that will help you. It will get you your teeth kicked in right away. I'll personally mentor you with this. You make around 1.9 in K per deal that you close. We have an amazing culture. And if you don't want to do that and you want to do virtual sales, I'll also teach you how to do it in person or virtual. And what I recommend, do this as your financial vehicle. And on the side, if you want to at some point jump into social media and everything, let me just delete this thing real quick. It's keep building your personal brand. You know, personal brand for me and social media is something that I recommend everybody to do it, but do it organically for now. And build that personal social media. network with people, start a podcast, and do those things that literally take no risk. It's free marketing. And the other thing, I'll teach you how to go viral. I'll teach you how to start a podcast if you want to do that. I'll teach you how to network. I've been able to meet celebrities and highly successful entrepreneurs and people from all over the United States for free. I've been able to do TEDx talks, public speaking, get paid, and do all this stuff from social media. It's been a game changer. And remember that social media, it's literally free marketing, guys. YouTube, Instagram, you don't have to pay in order to be there. So if you can master the skills of social media and build an audience, and then while you're building your audience, you're also making a lot of money on the side when it comes to sales, you can have a great roadmap, great financial vehicle. I don't want you guys to sell forever. That's not what I want to do. I don't want you guys to do that either. But I think social media is a great tool. This is less risk. You grow it organic. It's free marketing. And let's say you're doing sales. You're making, dude, you can. One of my friends, he's making 1.5 million in solar sales a year, and he's a freaking good guy. If you don't want to go full throttle, and you can work all year round, you don't have to be like summer sales and all this stuff, which I'm not for it because I think it's too much time and it doesn't give you the time to work on your own thing. But if you're doing once a month for 2 weeks, we can have that. This is what I do and my team and the people I train. It gives you the time to work on your stuff long term because I don't want you guys to be in sales forever. You have a dream and ambitions and things you guys want to do. So it gives you time to work on social media. But by the time, let's say you're making 10, 15, 20 grand a month and you're making that revenue consistently, and it's very profitable because it's less risk. We're paying for all your stuff, and you can invest that money in this. And this can be your long-term game, and you're doing this for free, organic, free marketing. And let's say by the time that you want to leave social, you want to leave sales, you have 100K or 200K followers in Instagram or subscribers, so you can have more freedom, more time, and you can create a good product and not be very salesy, but because you've built an audience and you've built a relationship with your audience through a long-term relationship and time, so they trust you because you've been very consistent with your content and everything. And let's say you have like 50 grand, 100 grand in your bank account. So now you can start a business and you already have an audience. Boom. The sky's the limit, guys. So this is what I would do. I wouldn't do paid coaching, or I wouldn't do like organic. I mean, obviously I would do organic, but I wouldn't invest that money right away. I wouldn't buy anything. I would just do sales on the side, in-person sales or virtual, something that is less risk. I'm promoting somebody else's product. I would work with people. You can work with somebody else. I don't really care. But if you've been following me for a minute and if you've seen the weekly calls in my content and you're in our free community, you're gonna realize that we talk about God a lot. We talk about fitness and business. So those are the main three pillars that we focus on. So I hope you guys can get a lot of value and trust that I really want to help you. And you can work with us virtual or in-person sales, make good money, and I'll teach you how to grow your organic personal brand, social media, podcast, network, so you're growing your audience and your bank account at the same time with less risk and not having to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in advance for courses and all these coaches that, to be honest, guys, they're full of crap. They all want to make it back, and it's not very profitable. And they make you all these promises that at the end of the day, you don't even know if you can make them. And less than 1% of coaches and experts and everything, they're actually making the money in social media. But what I want, if you want to jump into social media, this is the route that I would take and that I've taken in my personal life. Less risk, financially. You're being way more smart with your money. You already have money that you can play with. You're learning skills in person. You're building your network for free marketing, social media. I'll teach you all this stuff. And you're kicking ass at a very young age. Anyway, hopefully this was valuable. If it was valuable, share with a friend. I'm sorry I speak kind of fast. I'm very excited about this information because I wish I would have had this when I was younger, when I was getting started, because I made a lot of bad mistakes and I learned a lot of lessons and I invested a lot of money that sometimes I regret doing it because I trusted what somebody else was telling me. But I wish I had somebody like this that would just tell me the truth and would be upfront with me and bold enough, because it would have saved me a lot of time, money, and energy. So anyway, as I said, you can find all this information for free at no cost. Join our free school community. I give everything away for free because God told me to. And I'm a true believer that if I give you the information for free and if you apply and get results, God will take care of me. I really believe it. Hunter and I, he's my partner, my business partner. We're giving everything away for free. And I honestly love to do this stuff. I'm 25. I came to this country with nothing when I first moved here. And I see a lot of people online in person that they're like, yeah, I'll help you, but you got to give me money. And I don't think that's the right way to do it. And I'm a true believer that the more you give in the universe will give back to you. So anyway, hopefully you can get a value from this. Share it, join our school community, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love. Take care. Bye bye.